everyone, I'm Diona and I'm a museum ambassador at the ArtScience Museum. Welcome to our virtual tour, Spectacular Species. Today we will be taking a walk down memory lane to have a look at some of the wonderful creatures that we have from our past exhibitions. Let's go! The first spectacular creature is from one of our more recent exhibitions, Flavio Tobias, which was exhibited at the ArtScience Museum from 25th of May to 29th September 2019. Organized by the ArtScience Museum and the Flavio Tobias Foundation in collaboration with the German Art Association, New Society for Visual Arts, Flavio Tobias was a playful and poetic exhibition. This exhibition explored the social history of inflatable objects, showing how they have been used in art, architecture, and activism over the decade. From the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in the USA in the 1920s to the large socialist state parades in the Soviet Union in the 1930s. Even in Singapore's own annual National Day Parade, inflatables have been used in public spectacles, be it for ideological propaganda or state celebrations. Since the 1960s, artists have used inflatable objects as tools for intervention to transform and reclaim urban public spaces. Their light, mobile, and soft appearances dazzles us, but at the same time entices us to interact with them. And one of our main highlights in the Display and Disrupt section of the exhibition is Walter. Walter is a very good example of how something as cute as a colossal inflatable bunny can be used to disrupt our everyday lived experience. When local artist Dawn came back from New York to Singapore in 2010, she realized that the city's landscape was changing so fast. Things were being replaced and there seems to be an obsession with the brand new. Thus, Walter was created to invoke a kind of childlike sense of curiosity and wonder in Singapore's ordinary and everyday spaces. Placed in local neighborhoods such as shophouses, hawker stalls, convenience stores, playgrounds, and MRT stations, Walter encourages people to re-examine these familiar yet overlooked places and sites and to rediscover the beauty of the place where we live. The next spectacular creature I would like to focus on is the Animaris humerus from our Windwalkers exhibition held at the museum from 23rd June to 30th of September 2018. This exhibition was the first Southeast Asian exhibition of Dutch sculptor Julian Sands' world-famous moving sculptures known as strandbeests, which means beach animals in Dutch. This exhibition explored the origins of strandbeests, the science behind the strandbeests' unique locomotion, and how Julian Sands' beach-walking creatures have dramatically advanced in form and function over the years, evolving into a new species of man-made animals. Julian Sands spent 28 years designing and building these extraordinary wind-powered creatures, which he describes as a new form of life. They are a true embodiment of art, science, engineering, and performance. Inspired by Leonardo da Vinci, Julian Sands was trained as a physicist, then became a painter before focusing his attention on sculpture. He used his background in art and science to create over 30 self-propelled strandbeests that made use of wind power to walk in a startlingly lifelike manner. Made from everyday materials such as plastic PVC pipes, bottles, and cable ties, these strandbeests were originally developed as a solution to address the threat of flooding caused by rising sea levels. Julian Sands envisioned the strandbeests to be roaming the beaches, pushing and piling sand on the shore to form natural barriers. Nose to the ground, the Animaris humerus pushes itself forward using energy stored in a row of wind stomachs, which are plastic bottles along the shoulder of these strandbeests. It is the location of these stomachs that inspire the name humerus, which means shoulder in Latin. Despite highly evolved pivoting feet and strong legs, Animaris humerus proved too unstable for life on the beach. However, it survives well in the calmer conditions of museums. The third spectacular creature is the giant-crowned sloth, which was exhibited in our Treasures of the Natural World exhibition held at our museum from 5th November 2017 to 29th of April 2018. In collaboration with the Natural History Museum London, this exhibition showcased over 200 of the museum's famous objects, handpicked from over 80 million specimens. Each object is of significant historical, scientific, and cultural importance. Featured in this exhibition are scientific specimens and animals from the natural world, works of art, gems and minerals, as well as manuscripts and collections belonging to some of the world's greatest scientists, including Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace, who are the discoverers of evolutionary biology. This exhibition allowed people to understand the natural world through the objects and their stories. It explored how life on Earth has evolved by showcasing the remarkable fossils of plants and animals from the distant past. One of which is the Megatherium americanum, which means great beast from America, and is the scientific name for an extinct species of the giant ground sloth. Discovered in 1787 in Argentina, the first Megatherium americanum fossils can be found on display at the National Museum of Natural History of Spain in Madrid. In contrast to present-day sloths, which are less than a meter in length and average around 5 kg in weight, the giant ground sloth was up to 10 times the size of living sloths, which is similar to a present-day male elephant. The giant ground sloth was known to be able to stand and walk on its hind legs, and would have stood a full 3.5 meters tall, making it one of the largest bipedal mammals of all time. Its height was thicker than an elephant's, and adults weighed about 1,500 kilograms, which also meant that it was probably very difficult for predators to bring down a giant ground sloth. Despite its magnificent claws, the giant ground sloth was most likely herbivores, as this has been confirmed through chemical analysis of its teeth, which record what it ate during its lifetime. They lived in the open habitats in the temperate regions of South America until 12,000 years ago. Sadly, the giant ground sloths became extinct, perhaps due to climate change or human interference. Some of you may have remembered one of our most popular augmented reality experience in the museum. That is our Interwhile project, launched on 11th February 2017 to 30th of June 2019. Organized by the ArtScience Museum, Google, and Lenovo, as well as the World Wildlife Fund, or WWF, the aim of this project was to educate our visitors on the importance of our rainforests and to create awareness on the causes of deforestation and conservation. Through the immersive, thought-provoking cinematic film by one of Singapore's leading filmmakers, Brian Gotong Tan, visitors were able to learn about the richness and the fragility of our region's natural heritage. Central to this project was the restoration of the Rimbang Baling Wildlife Reserve in Sumatra, Indonesia. This is among the last places in the world where 5 endangered animals, namely the pangolins, mouse deers, tapirs, orangutans, and tigers, coexist. However, the reserve is under constant threat, and there is increasing need to understand, protect, and restore this vulnerable habitat and the forest ecosystem. Thus, this project had significant real-world impact, as a real tree was planted for every virtual tree a visitor planted, and over 10,000 trees had been planted in Rimbang Baling, Sumatra. So, the last spectacular creature that we are going to talk about is the pangolins from our Into the Wild project. What is a pangolin? Pangolins are the only mammals wholly covered in scales, and they use those scales on their tails to protect themselves from predators in the wild. They will immediately roll up into a tight ball when threatened, and their body armor is so hard that even a tiger is unable to bite through their scales. Pangolins eat ants, termites, and larvae, and are often known as a scaly anteater. Because they have no teeth, pangolins pick up food with their sticky tongues and chew with gravel and keratinous spines located inside their stomachs. A pangolin can consume up to 70 million ants per year. There is no definite record of their numbers, and they are one of the most trafficked mammals in Asia and Africa. It has been estimated that around 10 million pangolins have been illegally traded in the last 10 years. This is largely due to a high demand in East Asia, especially in countries like China and Vietnam, where their meat is considered a delicacy and pangolin scales are used in traditional medicine and folk remedies. Despite having an agreement with over 180 governments to end all illegal trade of pangolins and to further protect the species from wildlife crimes, illegal trading of the species is still happening. So, what can we do to help these pangolins? We can help them by reporting any illegal activity, including the trafficking, sale, and consumption of pangolins, and to reduce consumer demand for these illegal wildlife products. Alright everyone, this is the end of our virtual tour on spectacular species. Hope you all have learned something about these beautiful and amazing creatures. Thank you all for watching and stay tuned for more. Bye!